Hello Bookish friends, welcome to another Triple Tag Tuesday. In today's video I will do 3 more tags, the Bartier Book Tag, Small Booktuber tag and Book Nostalgia tag. I have my Cathy clipboard which I will use because I have so many questions to answer for the tags. I will first of all tag 4 channels for all of the tags or any of the ones that they wanted to do. And those channels are An Abundance of Books, Gem of Books, Red Dot Reads and Paper Nut Books. The first tag is a very popular tag, the Bartier Book Tag. This tag was originated by CriminOlly. I will link the original tag video down below. At the time that I'm filming this video, I was not tagged by anybody to do this tag. First of all, I was born in 1976. The first question is, have you read any books published in the year you were born? According to Goodreads, I read 3 books. If so, what is your favorite and why? Not a Penny More, Not a Penny Less by Jeffrey Archer is my highest rated book among these 3 books. I really did like that book because it was such an enjoyable book, although it was a light thriller and I really loved every single character, even the antagonist. He was so lovable. Do you have any other favorites? Actually, I really did like the other 2 as well. The first one is Sleeping Murder by Agatha Christie, the last book in Miss Marple series. And also A Stranger in Mirror by Sidney Sheldon is also a really good book in my opinion. The second question is, have you read any books published in the year you turned 18? I read 6 books published in the year 1994, which were Captain Coralie's Mandolin by Louis Tavernier, Sıdıka by Atilla Atalay, Born in Fire by Nora Roberts, Remember Me by Mary Higgins Clark, The Glass Lake by Miv Vinci. Lastly, a book that I read at the beginning of this month, Follow Your Heart by Susanna Tamaro. If so, what is your favorite and why? It is Captain Coralie's Mandolin by Louis Tavernier. It is a wonderful historical fiction book which talks about a love story during World War II. Question 3. Of the last 10 books you read, how many were published before you were born? 3 books were published before I was born. What were they? Did you prefer them to the newer books? They were The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie, Elektra by Euripides, and Sevda Sokağı Komedyası by Halide Edip Adıvar. If there is an Agatha Christie book involved in the mix, of course, I would prefer that book to newer mysteries. But aside from The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, which was great upon a reread, by the way, I cannot say that I prefer them to newer books. Question 4. What's your favorite movie from your birth year and why? I spotted 4 really good movies from the year 1976, which were Network, Rocky, Taxi Driver and Marathon Man. They are all very good examples of their genre. But I prefer Network because I really do like the plot and the social aspect of that movie. Question 5 is, what is your favorite movie from the year you turned 18 and why? Again, there were many wonderful movies, which were The Shawshank Redemption, Forrest Gump, Speed, Pulp Fiction, Leon, and a very lovely romantic comedy, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. My favorite among them is Shawshank Redemption, but Forrest Gump and Speed are also among my favorite movies. Shawshank Redemption is my favorite because I think it has great acting and also a very delicately structured plot. And I love the theme of the movie as well. We are coming to the second tag, the Small Booktuber tag. I'm going to call my version a Small Booktuber tag 2.0 because it was the first tag video that I was tagged by Marissa Curtis, who unfortunately does not do videos anymore. I will link my first version down below. You will see that I'm very nervous when talking to the camera, but I really do like those videos because it shows how much progress that I have made. I was tagged second time by Mark at Book Time with Elvis. I will link his video down below as well. I tried to find the original tag video, but it was not available. The first prompt is introduce yourself. Hello, my name is Berna. I'm from Turkey. I'm an architect. As you learned from the previous tag, I'm 46 years old. I'm not married. I live with my parents because I also work in my hometown, so there was no need to move out. I have been working in the state as an architect for 11 years now, and the institute that I work is focused on disaster management. Question 2. How long have you been on Booktube? I have been on Booktube for 2.5 years. I started my channel on 9th of August 2019. Question 3. What type of videos do you make? I do the usual type of videos, and I really do enjoy those, which are wrap-ups, tag videos, as you can guess. And I also have a video series, From Pages to Screen, which I compare the adaptations of the books with the original work. I do Turkish shelf videos in which I talk about books by Turkish authors or books set in Turkey with my unique Turkish Booktuber point of view. I do top 5 videos. I usually have a chance to talk about books that I have not talked about before. And my latest series is Bookish talk videos. I try to give my viewpoint on some of the things that are discussed in Booktube. Question 4. What do you love about Booktube? There is only one answer for this one. The community. I love the community. I love the friendships that I have formed during these 2.5 years. And especially when the earthquake in Izmir happened in 2020, so many of my friends messaged me to see if I was okay, and those messages and supportive words towards my work at that time really helped me a lot to survive those days. You, my friends, are the best, and I am very, very proud to be a part of this wonderful community. Question 5. What type of books do you read? My top 3 favorite genres are mysteries, historical fiction books, and romance books. But I read in many genres, as most of you know, but those 3 are the top ones. Question 6. What is your favorite video that you've made? I actually have a very highly watched video. It is the only video that promotes commercials, which is top 5 Turkish books translated to English. I'm proud of that video. I also have 3 other favorite videos. The first one is my original tag, which is the books of Alfred Hitchcock tag video. It's quite a new video. I'm hoping that it will be widespread in Booktube in the following days. What's cheering me up right now? This was the video that I made in the garden of my summer house with bicycle helmet. It was a time that I felt wonderful, and I wanted to share my enthusiasm of being in a holiday with all of you. An old favorite of mine is the Ultimate 6 tag, in which I was dressed up as Catherine Parr. We had many laughs with my mother when I did that video. And question 7 is tag at least small Booktube channels. I tagged those channels at the beginning of the video. And the last tag for Triple Tag Tuesday is the Book Nostalgia tag. This tag was created by Noah at Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse. I will link his original video down below. I was tagged by 2 friends, Reed Becca and Becky, at the Teacup, the storyteller. I will link their videos down below as well. And fun fact, I was the moderator of an online group for Turkish TV series one time. and I was named as Nostalgia Queen by some of the members, and I really did love that title. Doing this tag made me remember those wonderful days. So as a Nostalgia Queen, I certainly should do this tag. First prompt is the oldest book from your life that you still own. Because I donated most of my physical library, the oldest book is now the George Eliot collection of 4 novels, which I bought when I finished university. Question 2 is first loved library book. I really did love Nancy Drew series when I borrowed them from my high school library. I think I read every single book which was available in my library. And I think that series and Agatha Christie books I read in Turkish at that time kickstarted my love for mysteries. Question 3, a book given to you. I'm assuming that we are trying to remember the oldest book given to me. I was that kid who was always gifted books. I was very lucky in that sense, and I try to do the same with my nephews. I always give them books to read. But I think the earliest books were the picture books, and I distinctly remember having a picture book of Peter Pan. The fourth prompt is a book recommended to you. As you can guess, my friends were always recommending these books to me when I was a child, but I think it was my aunt who gave Railway Children by A. Nesbitt to me, and I thought it was a wonderful story with a serious plot, and I was very emotional while reading it, but I loved that book as a child, and maybe I should reread it and see if I like it as much today too. Question 5, a body read text. Body reading is one of my favorite things right now, but when I was a child, I actually did not body read much, but I remember reading, maybe not at the same time, Enid Blyton books with my brother. We both loved her mysteries. I distinctly remember Famous Five being my favorite series. Question 6. Books introduced to in school. We read these books for school in high school, but they are very important to me. One of them is still one of my top 3 favorite books, which is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Also, really enjoyed reading Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It is not my favorite Jane Austen right now, but it is a close second, and this book really kickstarted my love for Jane Austen. Question 7. Genre fiction that inspires nostalgia. A very easy answer for that question, historical fiction genre, but we'll try harder. I found a mystery book that resembles a classical era of mysteries, which is 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Thornton. This book reminded me so much of closed circle mysteries from the golden age of mysteries. Question 8. Literary work that inspires nostalgia. I read this book last year with Freddie at Sluggish Reader, which is Three Daughters of Eve by Elif Shafak. Shafak and I was born in the same decade, although she is a bit older than me. She was also a child in the 80s, and in that book she talked about the society in 80s so much. I immediately went back to those times, especially discussing the 80s life in big cities in Turkey with Freddie. Was a very enriching experience, as well as inspiring nostalgia for me. Last question is a spiritual text that inspires nostalgia. I'm not a very religious person, and I do not read a spiritual text, so I don't have an answer for this question. So those were my answers for 3 tags. Please comment down below which books inspire nostalgia for you. I really would like to know your answer to that question. If you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye! As for Turkish word of the day, I'm going to choose birth. Birth means doğum in Turkish, and doğum is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day!